Have you ever found yourself in a stranded position with a flat tire and not knowing what to do? I have. My name is Eric Nelson. I've found myself in this position a couple different times. Without the correct tools and know-how to change a tire, you'll find yourself lost and in need of calling someone to rescue you. Changing a tire is not as simple as taking the tire on and off. There are specific tools that you need in order to change it. With the knowledge of how to use these tools, as well as the procedures and specific order you need, you can change a tire safely and get yourself back on the road in a timely manner. Bridgestone recommends having some specific tools handy in order to change a tire. Some of the most important tools are a tool wrench or a tire iron, the a fully inflated spare tire, a jack, and your owner's manual. The owner's manual will help you. It'll help tell you where the spare tire is located. In a car, a spare tire will be located in the trunk, and on most SUVs and trucks, it'll be located underneath the truck towards the rear of the vehicle. Bridgestone also recommends some items that aren't necessary when changing a tire, but you never know what conditions you're going to find yourself in when you do change a tire. So these recommended items are a flashlight, a jacket, some gloves, and a wheel choke to hold the car in place if you get stuck on a hill. Once we have the necessity tools we need in order to change a tire, we can go ahead with changing the tire. The DMV, or Department of Motor Vehicles, recommends that a few safety regulations as far as changing a tire. If you can get yourself into these positions, it'll help immensely as far as your safety and the passing motorists. If you can find a flat spot, it is ideal. As for once you get the car lifted on a jack, it makes it safer for you while you're working underneath the car. Also, if you can find a place where you can pull the furthest off from the shoulder of the road, that creates a safe working environment for yourself as well as for the passing motorists. Always make sure that you set your park brake. Again, once you get that car lifted off the ground, you do not want it to, by chance, start moving on you. Now that we've set the car up in a safe place that we can start changing the tire, we can go ahead and start changing the tire. Popular Mechanics is a specific recommended way of removing a tire. First, not all vehicles have a hubcap, but if yours does, we need to remove the hubcap first. Then we take our tire iron and loosen the lug nuts. You'll loosen the lug nuts by turning the wrench counterclockwise. Always the standard rule is lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So once we start to loosen the lug nuts, we want to make sure we do not take those off completely. Once we've got the lug nuts loosened, we can go ahead and take our jack, and through the owner's manual, it will show you a secure place of where you can lift the car from. Not all places under a car are safe to lift from, so make sure you find the correct place. Now that we've got the car elevated off the ground, we can go ahead and finish removing the lug nuts. And once we've got the lug nuts off, we can take the tire off. Now that we've got the tire off, we can locate our spare tire and make sure that it's inflated properly. Look, again, the owner's manual will show you where that tire is located. When we go through the process of putting that tire back on, it is easiest to use your foot to kind of as a wedge at the bottom of the tire to hold the tire on from falling off. Once we have our foot secured against the bottom of the tire, we can start to put our lug nuts back on. And while the car's in the air, we just want to tighten those finger tight until we don't want to tighten those completely. Once we've got those finger tightened, we can lower the jack back down. Again, take our tire wrench. Once the car's back on the ground, take our tire wrench and tighten those lug nuts as tight as we can get them. Again, now that we're tightening them, we want to turn the wrench clockwise. Still same principle, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty in this case. Now that once we get our lug nuts tightened, we can go ahead and pop that hubcap back on if your car has one, and it is time to clean up. Always make sure that you clean up the mess that you have created. If you have created a mess, you want to leave the area in better condition than what you stopped in. In conclusion, you never know when you're going to need to change a flat tire. It's going to happen in the most inopportune times, whether that be going to a work, a wedding, or going on vacation. It's going to happen to everybody. It's bound to happen. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen. Through these suggestions from Bridgestone, the DMV, and Popular Mechanics, you can go ahead and change a tire in a timely manner in the safest way possible, not only for yourself, but for the passing motorists. Thank you.